Bloomerinos. We're gonna make this cutie. I want to show you how. Get in here. This bow we're gonna make today, we want to be, really vibrant and have a lot of character. So we're gonna start off with our fun polka dot in the back because that's kind of the whole theme we want to set. And then I have to pop in some orange. I got this neat glittery orange that's going in here, and then this stripe. So the combo is going to be really, really cute. So I'm going to pull these off to the side for a sec, and we are going to start off with just our polka dot. I'm going to load that on the bow maker. And this particular bow is just going to have tails going up and down. We call these funky bows because they're funky and they're fun. So I'm just going to dovetail this at an angle, and then we'll kind of get started here with my tail. I've got it at 8 inches, so I'm going to put that in the center. And then I twist forward and I have that tail coming up. Now it's time to have a lot of fun with loops. I'm going to do 3 loops at 6. The wreath we're going to put this on is for one of our kids. So I want to make sure that it's nice and loopy for the particular design that we are placing it on. It needs to have some length on the loops so it can work with the background of the wreath. I'm going to take and twist. 6 inches here. And twist. Now separate these out. One more. All right, and then this tail is going to go down. Now that one's, look, I got a little lazy. It got too big. So got to come back and fix it. You can't have one tail being just wild out there. Now I'm going to cut this at an angle downward. And I would like to add like a little bit more tail in there. So I'm going to add this one and we're going to just cross it the other way. Everybody likes a little more tail in their bows. Look how cute. Isn't that cute? So that's our starting point right there with what we've got going. Does it look good? I like it. Now, I am going to bring in my next layer. And for me, that is going to be the orange. Pop in some orange here and really get that Halloween feel going, the vibe going. So once again, I'm going to cut that at an angle. And we'll keep these at 8 inches and put them in 2. The first tail is going in. And now I'm going to do a couple loops at 5. One here on the left, one on the right. Every time I come to the center, I'm twisting. In design school, I always work on teaching you the logic behind what colors we're putting together. Why are we doing that? What direction do we want to create and flow with the bow? And what's the purpose of the bow? How is it, how is it directing our eye in our design? I love teaching you the flow, the lines, and all that good stuff. So, yep, when we use the ribbon, we're helping accentuate that in our design. Here comes our stripe. With the stripe ribbon, it is more of a woven, so I'm going to take and cut it at a dovetail. So sometimes you use a dovetail to help control the ends of the ribbon. So I just fold it in half and cut it down at an angle right there. Okay, so I'm going to bring this in and we're just going to have a little pop of this in the center at 5 inches, and I'm going to let that pop up. Cute little tail. And then one more here on the right, the little loop, about 5.5. I'm sorry, 4.5. Scrunch that down because it's a little smaller. And then this is going to bring in the whole pretty assortment of colors. I just cut that straight across, and now I'm going to dovetail it when I fold these together. Okay, and just cut that at an angle. A super cute dovetail going in right there. Oops. You guys see here better? There you go. I dovetailed that one too. All right, now it's time to take it off of our bow maker. I'm just going to put our ribbon aside, and what we're going to do is grab our cable ties here. I'm going to use one right going through the center, just right beside my dowels. Gently pull that up, add some pressure. And now you got it nice and tight. Not too tight, right? And what I'm going to do is take and rotate my fingers behind and just start to fluff this guy all up. And you want to get all the loops layered up the way you want them. And design school, I talk more about our placement and why that's really important. But basically, you got to get it nice and loopy to get that volume, just like your hair. You want volume. Not as bad as the 80s, but we still want volume. I tighten that up really, really good in the back, and I trim that off. And then my last touch is to add a center ribbon. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. So in our center ribbon, we're going to cut a long strip of the green. Not a little one. More like a probably 24-inch strip, a big one. And I'm going to take, and we're going to just fold the center. So I'm folding it into a little strip like this. And I'm going to run that down like I normally would to hide our mechanics. And listen, if y'all have never been here for a bow video or a wreath making video, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow so you get more notifications whenever we're live again. But even better than that, grab a spot on our email list at Keleas.com or get on our text list and we'll send you a coupon right away to use on the website on your first order. Text us the word VIP to 832-734-5201, or you can go to textkele.com to sign up there also. And boom, you will get all the info you need to never miss another video. And of course, learn all about design school and joining us there. Look how pretty that is. So the thing I did different is I left these tails nice and long through the middle so we'd have some more whimsy going on. And we can cut them to whatever length when we get them on our finished project. But isn't that a sweet bow? I know you could do it. And I can't wait for you to see the video we use this in. So if you haven't seen that yet, ask in the comments. We'll be happy to give you the link to the project. But this is the cutest Halloween bow, and I think you're going to love making it. This design here, we are going to make some matching ribbon clusters that coordinate with our bow. And this is all to go in one of our cutest new wreath kits. So if you haven't seen that yet and you'd like to see the video, just let us know in the comments and we'll give you the link so you can learn how to make the completed project. Yep, we'll show you how. So I'm Keleas, if we've never met, from Keleas.com, and I love to teach floral design. And one of the funnest things about being in the Halloween season is literally we can have so much whimsical fun and cuteness. I'm not really into the gory, but I love to have fun with cute stuff. So we're going to start off by making some of these clusters. Now we've got our beautiful bow, and I love the combination where we use the polka dot, and then we use the orange, and then the stripe. And we're going to do that same thing. This is really easy. So what I want you to do is I want you to take about 16-inch strips of ribbon, okay? And so they're not too long. They're just about 16 inches, just like this. And you're going to cut one from each color. Now, it is a little cuter if you'll dovetail them. So just fold and cut up to get that dovetail right there, right? And we're going to do that on all three colors, okay? So it's nothing really, really complicated here. Okay, so we're cutting the ribbons, we're dovetailing each one, and they're 16-inch strips, okay? Start off with one of each pattern, and then all you're going to do is you start to layer these up. Now there's all kind of tricks for cutting these faster. There's tools you can use, but literally don't get too fancy. You just want to keep it simple here. So I'm going to cut one of each, and I'm going to show you the concept first. And then once you kind of get a feel for it, you can add more or less. So you're going to just layer these up like this. Take your whitest one. For us, that's the stripe. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And then I'm going to layer my little orange one on top, okay? And then I'm going to put the green one on top. So I've got all three here together, right? And then just gather them in the middle. You make a cute little cluster like this. And then you can take and just pull these out and have so much fun with them when you put them in your finished project. So it's just a really simple cluster. Now, if you want to go bigger than this, we can keep layering, and to the extent where you can crisscross them like this. This is easy. So I crisscrossed up a little cluster like that. Let's say I want to make it a little bigger. And I'm going to make a couple more pieces. So I'm going to cut me one more. And you can make as many of these for your wreath as you want. And the idea is these are pops of ribbon that go in your design all the way around. Kind of like if you were making a mesh wreath where you would add your ribbon tails into your design. Yep, I've made mesh wreaths before. But in this case, we're going to use it in a regular design. But we can still do that for a cute pattern of tails that is in there. And so you just stack it up. I'm gonna cut some more. Now I like to dovetail them because I think it's a cute little finish. And then we'll come through the middle and just gather them up, okay? So grab a cable tie, that's how we're gonna secure it, my favorite thing to use. You could use a pipe cleaner or a wire, but you know, not me. So I'm gonna come through, and even though they're not exactly in the straight angle here, I'm gonna just gather. You make the cutest little cluster, okay? Run your cable tie under. Now remember, all these ribbons are wired, so when you get ready to put this in your design, you can easily fluff them out. Isn't it cute? It's such a simple little bow. And these kind of bows work for lots of embellishments, so don't forget about this type. We're using it for tails in our wreath this time, but you can use it lots of different ways. So my last step is going to be to go in the back and add a way to attach it to my wreath. So for me, that's also going to be a cable tie. I'm going to pull those. Oh, here's a good one. I'm going to put this right in the back too. So I'm just putting it right through there and get it even a little bit tighter once it's in. Now, this is how I'll attach it to the wreath, and I'll cut this off. And ba-boom! You've got the cutest little tail cluster. You can make as many as these as you want for your design. I think you're going to have so much fun with this. So, if you need the video for the bow, let us know. Here is the video for the cute little ribbon clusters. And yeah, you can see how we use this in our latest wreath kit. I think you're going to love it.